In this episode of the 206 WRX build project, I take you back in time to the start of 2023. By this point, I had decided on the graphics, on its rough layout and colour theme. I just need to finalise a couple of designs, then I can get on with cutting the vinyl and applying it to the car. Now that we have the bulk of the car designed, I need to figure out what is going to be cut in the vinyl cutter and what will be applied directly from the vinyl roll. So things like the logos obviously need to be cut with the vinyl cutter, and the shapes like the lion and the stars also need to be cut on the cutter. What I need to do is make a list and actually go physically to the car and measure the areas so I can get an approximation of what size to cut these things out. I do want to add something to the side plate on the rear wing. I will just measure the surface area of the side plate, and then once I have the design layout I know what size to cut it. The same goes for the bonnet and the roof of the car. I need to know roughly how big to do the blend line logos for the front bumper. Also the main emblem in black, the PEUGARU logo on the sun strip, and then the black country flag on the roof. Now I'm doing the graphics for the roof. YOLO, you only live once, love the journey. That's kind of like the blend line motto. So this will be over the entire roof skin. The writing will be gloss black and the roof skin will be matte black. I'm just putting the PEUGARU logo together now. I have the right font, but the spacing between the letters aren't ideal. If I just use the auto spacing, it doesn't align the letters properly, especially between the G, the A and the R. So what I'm going to do is space them back out and then manually go through and adjust the spacing of the letters. So I'm going to leave the G in the middle, and then I am going to draw the rest of the letters to that. And there we go. To finish it off, I want to put a Subaru star in the center of the A. So if you see where the top of the A is, I want to put the point of the star there, approximately. Something like that. And that would be the PEUGARU logo. When it comes to cutting out the lion graphic, I need a nice crisp line around the lion's face, which sits on top of the star background. In order to do this, I need to make two versions. I need the one with the lion logo. Then I need to make a blank, which essentially I'll cut exactly the same shape as a blank behind it, which is black vinyl. And then the white can just go straight on top. And then I'll have a nice crisp line around the front. So I've saved a copy as it is. Just remembering that the line goes straight across up to his top row teeth. So then that will be the background that we cut out. With this data and the original map I drew of the car with the overall dimensions, that should be enough to get everything to scale approximately. I need to make sure I have all the logos and the text on the computer ready to go. I can transfer the files to the computer that runs the GraphTech cutter. I'll start with the window names. I've loaded the colour vinyl I need, so I just have to hit send. I'm using old off-cut vinyl, so the second one it did mess up because it had a tear in it. So I've just done an extra one on another piece. The next step is to weed it.
I need to check that these names roughly match up with the size of the Union Jack. If I use it with that size there, that's pretty good. I'm going to make 2 of everything. If I mess any of the application up on the car, I'll have a spare I can use rather than go back and recut it. I'm now going to cut the Lion logo that will cover most of the door. I will start with the background. So now I need to figure out what size to cut this. All I have as reference is the size of the graphic I'm going to cut in relation to how big it is on the side of the car. I have the dimensions of the side of the car, which is 800mm from the top of the door to the sill. This means if it ends at the sill just under his chin, and the very top of his head is cut off on the door line, I'll say 800mm is down to about there. If we go another 20% on the overall length to about 100, and then another 20, so I'd say 120 centimeters from top to bottom. Before I can stick these stickers on the car, I need to apply application tape. This is what allows me to peel off the letters and keep them all in line before they go on the car. just cut all of the Subaru stars that are going on the rear quarter panels. I just need to sort out the colour theme and switch some of the stickers around. Before I get the vinyl on the car, I need to get the wax off the bodywork. The reason for this is I need the vinyl to stick properly. I can use standard washing up liquid. I have the entire car covered in soap, so now I need to dry it all off. I'm going to start with a sun strip, so I need to figure out how wide to make it. Now I have the centre mark, I just need to make a reference chart on either A-pillar, so when I lay the vinyl across the windscreen, I can get it level. As the windscreen wipers ride up above this line, I'll put an extra strip of vinyl just to protect this edge. Instead of replacing the entire decal when it starts to wear, I can just replace a little strip. Don't think I've put a straight sticker on yet. Next, I'm going to wrap the roof scoop. I need to wrap it white to start with. I also need to overlap it slightly. Because the matte's black this is going on the roof skin, won't stick right up to the edge where the sealant is. So I need to do a little overlap all the way around so the sealant doesn't affect the vinyl. to give you a little update on this wrap. It's been a fair headache, to be honest, and I've had to lay it in sections as I'm using sign vinyl and not wrapping film. It is making some areas more tricky. Another thing to add is it's probably below the minimum temperature for using this vinyl. Not only am I dealing with the wrong material, it's also the wrong temperature, but we'll make do.
Let's go.
that's the majority of the vinyl on the car now. I still need to do the boot spoiler, and I need to cut a couple more graphics that I want to add to the side of the car. As always, thank you for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.